I'm back with another guide on how to attack and defend as Breach, and this time we're on Pearl, and we're gonna start over on A. If you're attacking A, there are 5 stuns. The first stun is for Art and Link like this. The second stun is for Art, so if you think an enemy has pushed up Art and wants to peek mid through Art, you can stun like this. The third stun is from A main, so if you're executing A, you can decide to either stun towards Dugout, towards Secret, Backside, or Flowers. Stun number 4 is for the stairs area plus backside, so like this. This is usually done together with a jet dash or raise satchels to catch anyone playing stairs over here. You can also do this stun from up here, but this is more for backside and the stairs area from secret. And the last stun is for the mid connectors. If you want to push in here and fight for this space, you can stun like this. If you're attacking A, you can flash this wall here, for example, if you think the enemy has pushed up from over here to fight for A main. Or if you're executing A, you can also stand right here, aim at the edge of the blue wall and the stone wall. This will hit over here, flowers, and also stairs. You can also flash this corner here if you want to flash higher up into stairs, or backside, or dugout. Or if you're coming through Art, you can flash this wall here. This will hit Link plus this spot. Or you can flash stairs. Or if you want to fight for connect, you can flash this wall right here. Or you can flash backside. Or you can flash this wall right here if you want to hit dugout plus secret. If you're coming through Link, you can have-choke backside like this, dugout like this, or you can have-choke right here to prevent people helping from flowers. And if you're coming through A main, you can have-choke backside like this, flowers like this, or if you make it all the way up here, you can also have-choke dugout like this. In a post plan on A, there are 3 stuns. The first stun is stunning A Link when the enemy team is retaking, so like this. And this is also doable from default. The second stun is for flowers, so when the enemy team is retaking, we can stun flowers like this. And this is also doable from default. And the third stun is for secrets. When the enemy team is retaking, we can stun like this. And this one is also doable from default. If you're A main during a post plant, you can flash secret like this, flowers like this, or stairs like this. If you're stuck default, you can flash through this vending machine. Keep in mind that this will team flash anyone playing A main over here. And you can also flash through this wall. Just make sure you flash up there and not down here, because for some reason you just cannot flash down here. You can also flash secret like this, backside like this. Just make sure you don't team flash anyone playing dugout with this one. Or you can risk it and flash flowers like this. If you're stuck default, you can now choke through the box towards flowers like this to disrupt the retake. You can do the same thing towards Link. And this is also doable from A main. If you're attacking B, there are 6 stuns. The first stun is for screens over here, so like this. The second stun will hit outside Link, tower, and tunnel, so like this. You can also angle this more towards B hall. If you have a jet that wants to dash into B hall, for example, you can stun like this. Stun number 4 will hit over here if you want to fight for this space as soon as the spawn gates open, or if you just want to apply pressure from the start of the round. Stun number 5 will hit this corner and bottom B link, so like this. And the last stun will hit right here if you want to fight for mid connector, so like this. Or you can angle it more to the right if you think they're playing further back. And if you're attacking B through the double doors, you can flash this wall right here. Make sure you line it up so it hits both the connector area and the B link. You can also flash mid connector like this instead of stunning it, and it might be a better choice than the stun because the flash covers a bigger area, but it all depends on what your team wants. If you make it down here, you can flash through this box. This will flash B hall, under tower, and above tower over here. You can also flash through this wall right here. This will flash under tower, tower over here, halls unless you're holding a very tight angle over here, and also B screens. Just make sure you flash up here and not down here, so you hit anyone sitting in tower like this. If you're coming from B long, you can flash above the left side window like this. This will hit screens, pot of left and right side B hall, tower, and outside B link. You can also flash behind screens like this. Or if you're in this corner, you can also flash behind this box. And if you have a jet, race, or a neo, you can also flash back B hall like this. Just make sure no one is playing in this corner because they will not be flashed. And you can also do this flash from this spot. If you're attacking B through double doors, you can have-choke right here to clear this corner. And if you're down here, you can have-choke like this to clear people out of deep tower. And as you're executing, you can also have-choke under tower like this to prevent people from helping. And if you're coming from B long, you can have-choke screens like this, the left side of B hall like this, or this box right here like this. If you're playing long and a post plant and you plan a default right here, you can stun on tap like this. And if you have a teammate playing in B hall over here, you can stun for them on the right side like this. If you're playing back B hall, you can stun B link like this when the enemy team is retaking. Just keep in mind this can be super risky because you might die from under tower or above tower when you do this. And you can also flash this corner instead of stunning it. You can also flash up here on the orange part. This will get B link, tower and under tower. Keep in mind that this is a massive team flash, but there will be situations when this flash is good. And if you're playing B long, you can do the same flash as you do when you attack. So if you have someone playing B hall, you can flash B hall for them like this when the enemy team is retaking. And you can also flash this pillar on tap, or the screen on tap, or through this building. Because of the layout of the bomb site, there aren't really any aftrocks you can use unless you've planned it right here. If you're defending A, there are 5 stuns. The first stun is for A main, so when the enemy team is executing, you can stun like this. And if the enemy team has a jet, it's a good idea to stand against this wall here, so the enemy jet also gets hit if the jet dashes onto default. You can also follow that up with an afshock on this box to force the jet out of the smokes. The second stun is for A links. When the enemy team is committing A through link, you can stun like this. Just make sure you don't get pushed from A main when you're doing this. And this is also doable from over here. The third stun is from links. If the enemy team is trying to take link and they're going through art, you can stun like this. If your team wants to fight mid, then you can stun the mid top area like this. Or the shops area like this. And the last stun is to help double doors. If the enemy team is pushing through double doors, maybe they're over here, you have a teammate playing mid connector or bottom B link, you can stun the double doors area like this. If your team wants to fight mid, a good flash you can do is flashing in the middle of this thing. Just make sure you flash straight in the middle, so you flash both mid top and mid shops. And then easy lineup for this is looking at the top protruding out, and then you go straight down, and now you're flashing in the middle. And the reason you want to make sure you flash in the middle is because if you flash on the left side here, the flash will be blocked by the middle railing, so anyone coming out of mid shops will not be blind. This flash is the same thing as the stuns. When the enemy team is trying to take a link through art, you can flash this box here. And the last flash is through this cafe here. Just make sure you flash on the left side of this vending machine, so if you have anyone playing A link, they will not be flashed. If you have no one playing A link, you can flash on the vending machine, so you flash both A link and A main. And the afchock can either go here, front side like this, or if you're playing back side, you can afchock like this, or at an angle like this to delay the people coming through A link. And if you're playing on the A side, you can listen for the Skydog, Sovadon or the Kick Ultimate from over here. Just make sure you afchock through the wall and not through the floor. So if you look at the minimap, right now we're afchocking through the floor, and now it's through the wall. If you're retaking A, you can stun A link, front side and over here like this. You can also stun A link from over here. Stun number 3 will hit part of backside, front side and this corner. And stun number 4 will hit backside, front side and A main. And the last stun will hit default and A link. The flashes can go through this wall here. This will hit A link and this corner. Or you can flash through the vending machine. This will hit A link, A main and almost all of this corner unless they're crouched all the way inside the corner. Or you can flash through the cafe. This will hit default, A main and this corner, but only if they're playing a bit further out, so over here somewhere. If you're retaking through connector, or if you just want to disrupt anyone playing A link right here, you can afchock through this wall here. And this is also doable from over here. You can also afchock backside like this, front side like this, or you can clear this corner, or you can clear this corner, or you can do it for A link like this. If you're defending B, there are 5 stuns. The first stun is for double doors. If you have a teammate playing mid connector or maybe bottom B link and the enemy team is pushing through double doors, you can stun like this. The second stun is for the A bomb site. So if the enemy team is taking A through A link, you can stun like this. And you can also angle the stun towards A main. The third stun is if you're playing bottom B link and the enemy team is going through double doors, you can stun like this. You will also have to decide if you want to stun more to the left or more to the right, because the stun doesn't quite cover the entire area. And stun number 4 is if you're playing B halls, you can stun like this. Just make sure you don't peek too wide, because the left side will not be stunned. And you can also do this from the right side. This time we're stunning the left side of the pillar. And again, just make sure you don't peek too wide, because this time the right side will not be stunned. And you can also stun the right side from over here, or the left side from over here. The last stun is if the enemy team has a jet. The jet will usually dash screens over here, so you can stun with your stun out like this. When the jet dashes into the jet smokes, you release, and it should be a guaranteed hit. If you're playing connect, you can flash this wall right here if the enemy team is going through double doors. Or if you're playing bottom B link, you can flash the edge of the roof tiles up here. This will cover everything in front of mid doors, and because the flash travels for so long, you also have time to get your gun out. Or if you're playing link and the enemy team has already passed B main towards screen and hall, you can flash this pillar right here. This will flash the enemy out here, but it will not flash your team is playing in tower, under tower, or hall. You can also flash on this box here. This is a little riskier though, because you have to go a bit further to the right, but it does flash further out in B main, and because the flash travels for so long, you also have time to get your gun out. And if you're playing B halls, you can flash next to this box here. This way you won't flash any of your teammates playing up tower or below tower. You can also do a super long flash through the edge of this building here. This will flash the left side of long, and because the flash is traveling for so long, you'll also have time to get your gun out. You can also flash up here. This will flash pretty much all of B long, but this is the mother of all team flashes, so make sure your teammates know if you're about to use this one. Or you can just flash through these screens here. This one flashes when it spots as flashing up here, but it also won't team flash as much. If you're defending B, you can have chuck through this wall here if the enemy team is trying to take the double doors area. Just make sure you have chuck above the box and not through the box. So right now we're through the box, and now we're above the box. And if the enemy team is executing B, you can have chuck through the wall here onto this corner. This will clear this corner and also partially block the entrance to B from B main over here. And if your team wants to fight B long, we can also have chuck behind the pillar like this. And this can also be followed up with a flash. And the reason we do this while jumping is so we don't die to anyone swinging on the right side, or at least reduce the risk. And if you're playing B link, you can also listen for the Skydog, Sovadrone, or the Kick Ultimate from over here. If you're retaking B, there are 2 stuns worth doing, and the first stun is stunning B hall like this. The second stun is stunning behind the pillar and the ramp. And this is also doable from the screens area. And if you're retaking B, you can flash B hall like this. Or if the enemy team is playing the post plan from B long, you can do this flash in a retake as well. And the Apchuck can go back B hall like this. Behind the pillar like this. Or if you go next to this wall, you can also Apchuck all the way up at B ramp. Time for some examples. We're going to start with a B retake with the B hall stun and a B hall flash. And I know the spike isn't planted in this clip, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to retake B hall with breach.
Ready to stun, you ready?
Wait.
One HP, same spot. We wait for him.
Right side.
It's peeking you right.
This is beautiful.
And this is a stun to fight for art from A link. In the next clip I actually make a mistake when I stun A main to stop the A push because I'm too close to default, so the jet just dashes past my stun, so just keep that in mind when you're doing this one. And next up we have the Apchuck lineups for the Skydog, Sovadrone and the Kick Ultimate. Keep your ears peeled for these two because I think they might get you a lot of kills.
You want to fight it? Monster on the news!
And in this clip the A-Link stun completely stops the A push. Just make sure you don't get pushed from A main when you're doing this one because that is the biggest risk. And in the last clip I catch the jet dashing onto screens. It is kinda risky to stand with your stun out like this in the open, but I do think the jet dashes on B will be quite predictable because there just aren't that many spots to dash to outside of screens. That's it for Pearl. I hope this helped some of you, and thank you so much again for watching, and please leave a comment, like and subscribe if you found it helpful, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one.